the U.S. turning pro-crypto, maybe. Lots have been to be said about that today on today's episode. Upcoming event co-hosted by Pizza Ninjas, Ordinals, Lisbon. Not to mention Bitcoin Pizza Day is tomorrow. We have some very special plans for that. And of course, all the things going on around runes. We love when you come in and you show us your favorite rune tickers during the episode. So feel free to do that. This show is on X and on YouTube. Hop in chat. Let us know you're here. We'll share it, let you in as part of the conversation. This show is brought to you by Ninja Alerts, who has been absolutely crushing it. We have some mysterious eggs which are now known as pizza pets, with a lot more information to be released on those, and of course our upcoming Lisbon event. I think all the tickets are sold out. If you are a holder, or if you know a holder, or you still want in, you need something, hit one of us up at the Pizza Ninjas account or Ninja Alerts, or even you could DM myself. Let us know that you want to get in last minute. We'll let you in. We're definitely booked up on speakers. We have some of those that I'd like to talk about in this episode. Your boy is one of the speakers for the upcoming event, and so much more going on today. So before diving into all that, got to introduce, of course, Chris D and Coma. How are you guys doing today?
Chilling, man. It's gonna be I'm excited about the new Pizza Ninja pizza tour video that's coming out tomorrow. I guess I've been laughing and editing and enjoying all that and kind of reliving the moments because it's kind of cool. I've heard people talking about pizza a bunch in New York, and I'm like, man, I think that whole series, like having 8 episodes of going to all these different spots in New York, it's fun for me to like keep going back and like kind of going back through and be like, oh, I remember this, I remember that. Yeah, there's some funny moments in this one, so that's the latest with me. I've been editing that.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen it yet, for those that don't know. So
I haven't seen it either. We got to give us the alpha on that one.
What's up with you, Coma?
I'm doing good. Yeah, sorry I missed the last episode. I rewatched it, and you just missing that third piece. It just felt a little bland without me. I'm kidding. No, you guys are good. Man. You guys carry the ship strong, and I appreciate you. Keep continuing on that path. So I appreciate that. But yeah, I can't complain, dude. So many things happen in crypto outside of just this Bitcoin ordinal space. Like, oh man, there's so many topics to talk about, Chris. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, we can't really glance over the fact that Ethereum is more than likely going to be approved. What is up, Poseidon? GM.
Poseidon.
Ethereum is more than likely going to be accepted as an ETF. And that kind of changed. It went from 25% to 75%. And this is a huge liquidity injection to the market, just kind of feeling safer. We actually had like an 8% boost on the total crypto market cap in 24 hours. Bitcoin even reacted, going up. I don't know the exact percentage. It's up 13% for the last 7 days. I mean, we were, we touched 58 and are already back at 69. We were above 70 yesterday. Really just a good sentiment change with this ETF, with some of the government kind of getting at the point to where I think they're realizing that we're not going to get like really political here. But I do think some of the government's realizing that like there's a lot of power in crypto. And if you're like anti-crypto, you might lose some votes. And because there's a lot of crypto people, this is their life. They're a one-issue voter. And you might be losing a lot of one-issue voters with a lot of money if you don't, kind of get with the program. So we're kind of seeing that across the board, Republicans, Democrats. We're talking about the U.S. specifically right now. So we've been seeing a lot of things happen like that. And this all ties into the ETF as well. I think the SEC obviously got nudged like, hey, you need to stop. You need to make a decision on this. SEC basically moved some things around, and it's looking like we're going to get that Ethereum ETF. And I mean, boom, huge injection to the market. It's looking really good. It's feeling really good. Things are doing great, man. And, we talk about ordinals on the show. We talk about runes. It all is connected. Rising tide lifts all ships in this space. We're very much seeing that happen right in front of our eyes. And recent news, I mean, I would say just in, not necessarily breaking. One of our candidates, actually, Trump, is accepting crypto payments for his campaign. That's got to be the first time we've seen crypto payments announced for a campaign before. And again, I don't want this to be like necessarily we're political opinionated as far as like whether we care or not. But just the fact that crypto is getting in on the conversation, I think is a big thing. And we also had the reverse side of the spectrum, Nancy Pelosi being pro one of the crypto bills for the House that needs to get passed in the next few days, which could be like equally as exciting as Trump accepting crypto and some of the other things we've been seeing. So I don't know. I'm really seeing the government sort of shift its focus on anti-crypto to like, okay, well, we need to start getting some votes. So maybe we'll, move some things around.
Not to mention offer a politician money. I'm pretty sure they're just going to take it.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
I don't care where it comes from. It's as long as it's coming in, right? So at the end of the day, it's like money does speak for itself. We live in that kind of world, especially in the US.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. If you know that if you do this, it's going to raise a lot of money. Like, why would you not do that? But
especially if your competitor is technically accepting crypto, and then now you're like, oh crap! Like, I need to figure out a way to keep up with this. So.
Speaking of politicians, has anybody but Trump had anything like a project that raised money for like NFTs or anything? Because I was thinking in my head, like, who's going to be the first politician to do an ordinal, to offer to earn money from an ordinal? Like that hasn't ever happened as far as I know.
Maybe to be somebody that we know. Be somebody we've met in the space. Maybe it's gonna be Coma. He's gonna run for office.
I'm pretty sure he will. Yeah,
local government in Santa Monica area. Yes, that would be.
raise your funds from. You can do a derivative based off of your ninja.
Yes, exactly. So every time I come out, my face will just be covered with my ninja face.
Hey yo, I mean, maybe that'd be it, man.
I'll be pseudo anon. So remember the space while it lasts. You might have to go through many rounds of surgery.
My gosh. I don't know, man. It's just the whole, it's just exciting times, like with it the way it's going. And we see like a trickle down on runes. I mean, they're up and down, but ultimately way better sentiment than we were when Bitcoin was like falling, which I think is good because it's kind of showing that runes are pegged to Bitcoin to an extent. Like when Bitcoin goes up, they go up, and when Bitcoin goes down, they go down.
Are you sharing your screen? Or were you thinking you were?
No, I wasn't thinking I was.
Okay,
I was just clicking myself.
Because it's just me on here, and I'm like, I think you're the cloud that was over your internet connection. It moved, but it's just me. Just being.
I mean, okay, so I have to adjust that. There's obviously a some type of connection issue. If one of you guys want to pull up the top 100 runes charts, we can kind of look at it. It'll probably be a little bit more clear.
Who wants it?
All you, Chris. On it? All you, Chris.
All right, where am I going?
I don't want to accidentally show my private keys.
Magic Eden and go to runes and go to top 100.
All right,
and do not click on show private key.
Okay. Feed phrase. All right, got it. All right, here's our top 100. Let me share. Oh, hey, it'd be interesting if I joined this from a fourth computer. Can I do that?
I mean, you could, but there's like a demonstration one that you could probably use too, just like this.
Cool. Yeah. So what I do when I run these streams, most of the time I have my PC is the one with the camera. And then the other one, I'm just going to have to mute if I can do that. The other one is how I can do it. Will it let me show just my screen or no?
Yeah. Can you click the screen option on our program?
Here we go. Yeah, I was just going to try to do it from my other one. So let's see.
All right, should I just try it?
Yeah, you should. Hell yeah, you should. I'm over here on like 3 different devices. Like, yeah.
Let's see.
Someone else do it.
Is it showing up?
Yes, here we go. There's the private key.
See, yes. Coma, you saved that.
Look at all my diamonds.
Ayo, killing it. 100 billion. My eyes are bad.
I should just modify this a little bit and just put just change it to like 25 Bitcoin or something, so it just starts freaking people out.
I wouldn't even be surprised. Coma is one of those sneaky whales.
Let's see. Oh, I can't even do that.
Oh,
what did I do here?
What did you do?
Don't worry. I'm just messing around with some stuff. But anyways, keep talking. What are we looking at?
Well, I think that the top 5 runes have really maintained the provenance. Really top 10. I mean, rune number 1 is number 1 in volume. Rune number 3 is number 2 in volume. rune number 8, number 3. Like, so it's kind of obvious that I think the provenance is going to stay. I think that was a big debate originally. Maybe people were like, some people thought that it was kind of an overhyped thing to talk about like what number the runes were, but that seems to really be sticking around.
Yo, Wango Mango is making a run, huh?
Ayo, your bags are up, Chris. Are you still holding it?
Yeah, but I have close to nothing, so it doesn't matter. I'm wanting my decentralized to go up. Let's see some green.
Pump decentralized. Hey, look, I have 330,000 Bitcoin.
Wow,
Look
you
at
did
that, guys. Please don't attack me.
You have so much Bitcoin. You got.
If only.
That's a nice glitch. Sell it while it's glitching. See if it works.
If I had 30,000, I would not be on this podcast. I would be
You would be hanging out with us still?
No, I would definitely not hang. I would never go to any conventions. I would not do anything. Like, I would sit in like my little like remote island and then just sipping pina coladas and laughing at people buying Dock to the Moon.
That's funny. I would still be here. Don't worry, guys. But yeah, I mean, the top 10 are to be expected. I think they're going to continue to do well as Bitcoin runs and the entire market runs. And I think it, like, kind of like, I don't really see a lot of good like memes on runes, to be honest. Like, there's a handful, but I still haven't seen any that are just like, man, that like Trump's up again.
Do you think he's gonna get airdropped anything?
Oh, dude, yeah, Trump. I've 100%. If people find out that he has a wallet, he's gonna get airdropped so much.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Anarcto cat, man. Some of these older ones, I say older ones as in like it was a month ago, but
yeah,
it's kind of cool to see some of them still exist. The tickers, Elsa. Come on, Satoshi, do something.
I mean, it's from the dip. I think I bought bottom because what's it at right now? Like
30 million.
Yeah. So I mean, it's definitely up a little bit. I thought somebody said fee rates were high, but they're not bad at all. It's 8 sats per V byte. So
that's not bad at all. Yeah.
No, I feel like if we could go back, like let's say 3 months from now, we could go back to right now. We're gonna feel so stupid to just look at these numbers, and like even if it's not 3 months, say it's 6 months, but like at the point where if this takes the same kind of curve like Ordinals did, where there was just that fatty dip and long enough that people could make fun of it and be like, oh, that was quick, blah blah, I told you, and then all of a sudden that shit just took off. Just this moment right now where it's like, you have your pick of the litter, whatever you want, here it is. It's on discount, like just you could buy whatever. But of course it's easy to say that, so we'll see how it goes.
I think this should just follow 1, 2, 3, and 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all like so close to each other, like we just needs to follow sequentially because all of us were the ones that got into the early rune numbers. So as long as
they've been holding though. Yeah. I mean, this is the volume. This is the top 100 volume that we're looking at, and the top rune tickers have absolutely been holding. And I mean, yeah, filter it like that. It's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
The official bozo. What is that?
1.571 Bitcoin. Interesting.
That's probably just like whoever created it just threw a bunch of Bitcoin in
there. Yeah. No, this is pretty interesting. I mean, hey, like runes aren't dead at the end of the day. That's like people were gonna say it's gonna be dead like in a couple of weeks, but still live, still running.
I just switched to the 30-day, and number 1 is Mrs. Yen Japanese housewife.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, for lowest.
That's funny, dude. That's crazy.
I know. I remember this one. Degens with hats. Oh, GG. I think I have some of those too.
The
55. Good times.
Definitely a shitcoin casino.
Oh no, Huddle Diamond Deck is here.
I bought a bag of that.
Yeah, me too.
Probably. I don't know what it's been doing, but I probably still have it.
Koala and Impala
is in the chat saying Bozo, I think, is still Luminex coin.
Oh, this is misleading though. This is within the top 100. Like, it's not like technically top 100. Like least amount. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Wait. Oh yeah. That does make sense.
Yeah, so it's comparing the top 100 and it's doing a filter on that, not necessarily the least. I thought this was looking at the least like of all runes.
Yeah, it's the worst of the top 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, go look at the artist ticker. You guys remember me calling that at like 12 sats or something like that? It did pretty well. It had one day to where it like ran.
Yo, are we sharing these pictures? You want me to show it on the screen?
Yeah, let's look at some of the pictures. But yeah, that works. We won't show my bags.
Where did that donate thing come from? Did Koma just put that in there? Or what?
Yeah, Koma's like,
What donate?
Call me Trump.
Top left corner, it's all donate.
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Is there a donate button?
That was a Chris thing. That's awesome.
Man, I don't know where you're donating your money to. I don't know where that came from.
Wait. Oh, I see. It's not showing up.
This, coffee image. Please do not donate to that link. I don't know why these QR codes are here.
All right.
Oh, man. Yeah, so here's some never before seen pictures of our Hong Kong yacht party. We don't have to like look at all of them, but just kind of want to like look at a few because we got these in for the photographer and they look pretty dope.
Is there a way I could just like?
Yeah, just hit your right arrow.
Oh, okay.
Aren't you like you're a developer, Koma? You don't know how to, just
Not everything comes. Yo, look at the Trevor.
Yeah, man. So much FOMO from Hong Kong. I'm glad I'm not gonna have the same level of FOMO for Lisbon. I'll cause you guys to have FOMO for Lisbon.
Nice.
We're gonna live it up. My wife is coming, and she's gonna be the photographer. So
that's super cool, dude.
Yeah,
good for you guys. That'll be fun.
Chris,
yeah,
this could have been you. You could have been the one taking pictures.
I know, man. That could have been me.
Could have shared a room again. I could have, It was
like, yeah, dude. Ran it back.
Special time.
Ran it back, but there's always future events. We'll definitely be at most of the events that happen. What's the Bitcoin conference? Is it in Memphis this year?
Nashville, I think.
Nashville.
Yeah,
we'll definitely be there. Oh, that pizza looks so good. I forgot that I haven't eaten supper yet, and that looks so tasty.
Yeah, it's killing me editing
pizza on a yacht, man. Like we were on a boat. They got a yacht. We need to step our game up a little bit, Chris.
Jan?
No. I love that everyone thinks everyone looks like Jan though. Like somebody thought Beeple was Jan.
No way.
Or Jan was Beeple. Yeah, one of the two. Dude, I love their shirts too. They're just like orange shirts that pop with like pizza ninjas.
I wonder if your QR code works. Can you make this your like Twitter like
yeah? Dude, look at this. Look at the ninja on the screen in the back.
I know.
Yeah,
that's a sick ninja. Oh, look at is that Alpha right there? The egg.
Yeah.
Ayo.
Yeah, a lot. It looks like
a lot of fun. That's kind of just wanted to kind of look at some of it, and we'll of course be posting more of the pictures that we didn't see. Cool. I'm gonna give you one more link to share real quick. You're just killing it, Kama. You're doing such a good job. I'm just gonna
thank you.
Leave you as the orchestrator here
and a producer,
and the you're all things, Kama. Koma's also she's a developer and a content creator.
Are we watching these videos?
No. You just scroll down. We've talked about this a lot, but this is the Ordinals Lisbon conference that's coming up. That we've been talking about 1 week from today, on May 28th. Yeah, you can just scroll to the bottom, and I don't know if there's any added information. But
did you notice that non-fungible conference is written the other way,
inverted.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we're having an Ordinals takeover. There's gonna be a lot of side events. It's May 28th is like the main day, but it's gonna go through the 29th and the 30th. There's gonna be some really cool parties. We're having a pool party the day before the conference. If you're a ninja and you do not have a ticket, let me know. I'll try to do some magic and get you into that pool party. It's gonna be really, really cool. We're doing quite a few events. I don't know if I'm supposed to say all of them yet, but we're going to turn up in Lisbon, man. Also, Lisbon is where this would be actually a good transition. Lisbon is where Ape Fest is going to be hosted this year, and I've seen multiple people getting like ready for Ape Fest.
I heard they're going to have a really big CryptoPunks dress up contest where they all look like the new art.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Have you guys seen that? The CryptoPunks art.
Yeah, with the BBLs.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen it, Coma?
Yeah, I did. It's
Like,
pretty
I heard somebody call
another link if you want to look at it. We got to look at the crypto. I know this is a primarily Bitcoin, Ordinals, Pizza Ninjas stream, but we got like, how can you not talk about the punks, man? Like, it's man, that's like that's one of the biggest hooks that I've seen in a while.
My buddy said they look like Flat Stanley. This one that made me laugh, bro.
Man, I feel bad for the artist, but it's more on the punks, just like the collab that nobody wanted, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The collab that nobody wanted.
And selling more NFTs. Like, that's the point that kind of like PO made
this
on
thing,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just, I mean, really just all of them, but PO had a good point. His was basically just like the red flag for a lot of NFT collections is selling more assets because it dilutes the value of the primary asset. But there's a lot of really funny takes on it, just on the timeline. Yeah, they even like the 3D and
that BBL, bro.
BBL.
Yeah. You know, I think this whole thing is a really good conversation for the ninjas, ordinals, and really just all NFTs in general. Is you really got to pick one or the other. Let's go ahead and.
What do you mean you got to pick one or the other?
I'll explain it in just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this down real quick, just so you either got to be utility driven and like that's your like value proposition, like this is our roadmap, this is what we're delivering. You have execution risk, but you also kind of make that clear from the beginning so people take the risk on you. Or you're the opposite, you know, it's just art, it's just community, it's just vibes, it's just whatever, and I'm not going to do anything. And I feel like if you like try to tread in that middle, it's dangerous territory because there's execution risk for people who never asked for the execution risk. And that's what happens with CryptoPunks. You have these holders over the last however many years that they knew like CryptoPunks was a safe haven because there's nothing for CryptoPunks to execute on. Well, now if they start doing collabs and more assets and all this, it's like, it's, you know, some people are going to like it and some people aren't going to like it, which causes conversations that people don't want to have. You know, they really just wanted to have a punk and chill. So yeah, it's just punks is a primary example of this just because it's clear, but I just think that's something good to remember in general. Like I think both can do well, projects that have execution risk and projects that do not. I just think that like whichever one you're going to be, you got to kind of, you know, stick with that.
Yeah, I realize it's very tricky when you introduce a new collection to your community. I've never really seen it done very well. Like even like the top tier ones, like it always ends up diluting the original collection. If there's a collection that could somehow keep that same value, maybe Pudgy Penguins was like the only one that really like still maintained the strong. If anything, it went higher than what it was before. And then the what do you call it? The baby Pudgies or whatever, like they still maintained a good value. But it's really hard to not be suspicious when they decide to add a new collection just randomly with no real like goals behind it. So I start to really question like the founders that do that.
Yeah, I can't think of a single like something that the community was like grateful to have been given the opportunity for like a lower cost entry. Like generally nobody enjoys that. With Azuki, it was very much like I wasn't upset about the whole elementals thing, but it was a lot of people were super mad. But all I knew is that if you bought in on that, you're like this like low rate citizen, like, oh, you barely count, you're just an elemental. It's like, why? I don't know, that's not a very sexy sales prop either, but with this
they did a really good job with beans though, like drop your effing wallets, like or check your effing wallets was actually pretty epic at the time because it was free and you know it was just part of like the benefit of holding an NFT. These days now everybody gets like free airdrops and stuff, but at that time it was pretty revolutionary. Yeah.
What about the OMB Orange Eyes?
Oh, that's a good one. What was like the process with them?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say that like it like hurt the floor price because the floor price went up so much, anticipating like that they get a discount or that they get them for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember the exact supply. I think it was like 3,000 something. But basically, there was a holder's mint price. I don't remember the exact mint, so somebody's probably going to watch this back and be like, "Oh, you're wrong." But like, it was probably like around like 0.08 or 0.09, something like that. Something like that for holders. And then for whitelist, which was like really hard to receive, like it was like only a little bit given to each community. It was like 0.26, which is still a lot, like 0.26, 0.29, it was around that range again. And then and then it hit public, which that was the full allocation, but it didn't hit the full allocation. So public was actually like basically the floor price of an OMB at that time, which was like 1 Bitcoin. It was like 0.99 Bitcoin. And I want to say the result was it didn't sell out. And I think people did end up buying it for 0.99 Bitcoin. But I'm not entirely sure. I respect OMB. I think they're OGs and I like ZK a lot. I just don't own one, so I don't like really follow the like everything. But they did it in such an interesting way, you know, like that kind of like you buy it at the price you deserve it kind of way. And they didn't get a lot of FUD for it. I'm surprised. Usually people, like you said, secondary collections are so like, which I don't even know if OMB Orange Eye, I guess would kind of be a secondary collection because it is, but it's hard not to look at them as like almost separate from the main project because like you don't want them to have the same perks as like the primary collection, just talking about in general now. But at the same time, you don't want to exclude them so much that there's no point of even having it. I've been burned by secondary collections like multiple times. I got a VFriend Series 2. I still don't know what that thing does. I still don't have it. Paid way too much for it. Minted it. And no, actually, I minted it. Sold one. I minted and bought another one. I got a what do they call it? Gutter Cat clone. The absolute like nobody cared about the clones, whatever. I know I've like got several. The Pudgy Penguin you brought up it was a pretty interesting example. The only difference, the leeway that I feel like Pudgy Penguins got is the fact that Luca acquired Pudgy Penguins after the secondary collection.
Sure,
so
yeah.
it's necessarily like he reaped the benefits of launching a secondary collection. Because I know a lot of the times it's kind of like basically a project is trying. I don't want to say this isn't like a definitive thing, but the project's pretty much getting money from its own holders, you know? If you're doing it to like, if holders get to buy it. Now, if you're doing it for like to expand the IP or to expand the project and it's more of like a public sale or whitelist sale, which is how I feel OMB went, that's a little different. And again, OMB seemed to kind of get the clear for that. But yeah, definitely just an interesting thing.
The art was like people loved the Orange Eye, like they loved seeing all that stuff, but like all the sneaks before it came out, like people were pumped because it was meant more. It wasn't just like you know, a new squirrel with you know a blue nut, you know, like it wasn't just like some stupid cartoon. But at the same token, you know, you're always gonna have people that are gonna just be the purists that just want to have their original provenance. I do think that the idea of provenance though is like it's so flimsy in this space because it's all good when it's not working against you, but then when you're like challenged on it, and like as is the case with you know CryptoPunks today, it's like why does it matter if there's new stuff if the provenance is so strong from punks? But it's you know the other side of it is like yeah, but don't mess with something that doesn't need to be messed with. But like with the Zuki, it was really funny because it was like they look the same. It's like
that's
yeah,
another thing. They shouldn't look the same.
but like in my opinion, though, I look at this stuff too, like you know, like baseball cards and comic books and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, I don't know, is the rookie card not good anymore because it's the same guy has too many cards now? Like, oh, the rookie card's just no good. It came first. It says the guy's name. It says it shows the guy's face. Like, I don't know. Does provenance matter? Does it not? So that's my take. It's of course, I haven't lost like tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars because of the whole provenance debate, but like everybody's so stoked on it when they're not being challenged, and as soon
To be
as
honest, like
provenance is, it's like,
even outside of provenance too, just like even the NFT or the ordinal itself, right? Like, how do you decide on one, right? Is it just better to get a floor price and just be happy with that one, or like do you see something with laser eyes and you're like, oh, like is it worth the extra like $3,000 to get that one?
yeah,
Because
can mid rares come back, please? That'd be great. That'd be
can
nice.
what come
Mid
back?
rares, just something that's not floor. Like the perks go with the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, oh, cool.
exactly.
You have the thing. Now you get the perks.
I've noticed that with ordinals, people tend to buy what they like more than like
Right.
just going off of like rarity. It's not saying that rarity does not matter, especially because like I feel like we naturally like more rare things, even if it's not like particularly our favorite trait. It's like, oh, that ninja has a banana on its head. Normally I wouldn't value that, but there's like 5 of them. So I feel like that always comes into factor. But like ultimately, like I see with ninjas a lot and a lot of other collections, like if people do buy above floor, it's probably just something they kind of vibe with, especially if they're coming from ETH, because they might buy something that kind of like represents their like ETH NFT that they've had for so long, or like their favorite ETH NFT, or their branding colors or something like that. I see that a lot. Which is cool to see, kind of like having like that gets expensive. I feel like that's coming from collectors and I see it a lot, but like you kind of have like this, like your favorite traits, and then you kind of like stick with, I have some of those, and they kind of stick with those like favorite traits across collections.
It does get expensive. Yeah.
Do we know if the ninjas like have like the scorpion and the Sub-Zero and the reptile, like have all of those guys been identified? Is there like the guy that's like, oh, I own, Noob, or what's his name, Boone? What's that guy? the
Uzi?
other like purplish ninja or whatever. Oh man,
I don't know which one.
Yeah,
ninja.
There's the purple one and there's a gray one named Smoke. Like all of the original Mortal Kombat ninjas.
There's a purple ninja?
Yeah. Dude, that'd be kind of a cool. Like I feel like we could do something with that.
Yeah,
the Mortal Kombat style.
You like take a picture at a crypto conference and it's like just 3 degen looking, or 5 people that are just standing there, and it's like, oh, that's all the Mortal Kombat ninjas.
Kama, do you want to pull up the ninja floor, or you kind of
I actually have it up already. 1 second.
Noob Saibot. That's right. Yeah, because isn't the guy's name Tobias Boone? So it's his name backwards. That's where Noob Saibot came from. That's funny.
All right, we got Coma's. I wonder if we can play this. Let's try this out. Oh, we're already in this. Never mind. So
this one looks pretty funny.
Sorry, I just made this full screen. Is this full screen for both of you guys, or can you still see us?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just looking. I love the lightsabers, man. Those are so cool.
Those are so funny. How do you animate it again? Is it
oh my gosh, get this dude out of here.
It's this one. There it is. Dude, it's like hidden between all these other links. Don't blame me. Why is it so big?
You gotta animate. That's resized to go back.
Hey, did we lose the URL, the staging URL? Because I try to go to staging.ninjas, whatever, and it doesn't come up.
I've never really used it. I just use the content tab.
This one looks sick too. This pineapple one. But yeah, floor price is 0.10. Dude, at one point the floor price was hovering around like 0.09. I guess this is where it was. Like,
yeah, it got swept.
It got swept. Dude.
I noticed that, and it's really like a super tough market on ordinals across the board right now. I mean,
oh really?
Some top collections got hit hard. For some reason, my Magic Eden's not loading, but I don't want to speak out of place before I can see. Go to ordinals.
Oh, they're experiencing issues. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, how come you can see it and I can't? Yeah. So what puppets are only? Yeah, they're only 0.15, 0.156, dude. I mean, they were like 0.4.
Do you think it's because there's some correlation between crypto price going up and then drop NFTs and ordinals and everything else going down, because now people are viewing it from a pure cash perspective? in
Bro,
I
the
see it on
world.
Solana a lot.
It just hit me that ninjas aren't far off of puppets, like at all.
Right.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Puppets were like 4x our price. Like, I like the puppets. I'm not like trying to like talk trash about them.
Like
That just didn't hit me until just now. Now, granted, there's 10,000 of them, so there's a lot
That's
more
true.
people to take their hand. But still, like that just kind of surprised me.
I always forget that there's only 1,500 ninjas, and it's kind of crazy if you think about it that only 66 is listed. That's pretty wild to me.
Yeah, it's such an insanely low number, and there's volume. Like, it's hard to compete with the top like few spots because there's just more collection to have volume. But yeah, there's still volume in there.
This guy, I always feel like I always see this guy buying, but every time I go to his account, it's not here.
Like,
activity. He's definitely moving things around.
I was just say go to his activity. No, yeah. Oh, go back. And yeah,
he really wanted this. Active. I feel like I saw more ninjas.
Down. That thing had so many freaking attributes. I just saw like attributes like across the. Hey, I guess those are attributes. Yeah, what the heck is that?
I don't know. What the heck is this?
Wow. I think that's intense, man. What the heck? Oh, maybe that's like, I don't even know what it is. It's like
a pack of sats?
Yeah, like a pack of sats, basically.
Interesting. Sold it for 173.
Oh, dude, I don't know if this has got to be legit. I didn't think it was at first, but Trevor shared it. Somebody's apparently doing a Pizza Ninja giveaway that ends like tomorrow.
What? Share the link.
Okay, let me find it. I saw it anyway.
That's come up in half right there. Damn.
Yeah, $6,000 casual giveaway. You know, no big deal.
Right now, all you got to do is like and subscribe. And
this guy's pretty legit. Like, I feel like this would. Yeah, I just shared it with you, Coma. I need to actually enter it myself.
It's pretty cool. Giveaway.
Yeah, giveaway $6,000. Celebrate the success of Bitcoin Asia. To enter, retweet, and follow BBP.
All right,
he didn't even like try to gain followers from it either. Like, the person he's saying follow is not even his account.
Oh, what's his at? Or what's the at?
We're not telling you. Don't look at it.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
Can't see. Your resolution sucks, Coma.
Good.
Maybe you should hear it, Chris. You got the crystal clear resolution.
I'm using a 4K monitor. Why is it so bad? I blame Restream.
You need to use my setup. That way we can see it better.
Yeah. Sure.
I shared it in the private group in this message. But yeah, definitely enter that for a chance to win. Shout out to Real Tom Bibian for the giveaway. And yeah, that's a huge giveaway, man.
Yeah, I mean, I assume not all the people that are in the giveaway is following her. So
yeah, only like 1,000 people are following her. So
yeah, so you have a pretty decent shot.
Yeah, well, right now there's also only 490 reposts. So I mean, you have a 1 in 490 chance to win $6,000, or even more importantly, a free ninja. So
your voice gets higher.
Yeah,
I end your sentence. But I agree. Yeah, ninja sounds good to me.
We like those free ninjas, man.
Yeah, I can't complain. But yeah, interesting stuff in the market right now.
Interesting stuff in the market. I do agree with what you're saying. I know we kind of glanced over that, but I think when we see like a rally, it's really like people are more worried about trying to catch that rally in the native asset. So like if Bitcoin and Ethereum are pumping, they're trying to hold that. Usually it's like it will flow back afterwards. So I really think we're just going to get another cycle. Like we'll probably have like a strong pump, whether we have a dip before then or not, I have no idea. In Bitcoin breaking new all-time high, and then kind of see ordinals and runes run after that. At least that's my hope.
Yeah, I mean, people are predicting about 90K, and then it might fall back down, and then hopefully rallies back to 100 kind of thing. But I don't know. I just listened to a lot of people that think they're smart and make a podcast, and that's what they claim. But we'll see.
You think people listen to us and think the same thing? Like they're like, who think they're smart.
These idiots don't know anything.
Hey, where's our ticker shillers today? Where are those guys at?
We don't got many. We got Dog. We got we got dog shield in here. You know, if you've ever heard of that,
unopposed. It's like a
the
politician
unopposed number one alpha of all the runes. Yeah, man. So we're still riding. I mean, events are at higher attendance than ever. Runes make up like 80+% of Bitcoin's volume.
That's crazy.
I think we crossed a $1 billion market cap, so Casey doesn't have to commit seppuku. And you know, we're thriving, having a good time, and executing. So yeah, I'm happy where like everything's at right now. I did want to give a shout out. Let me pull it up real quick. I went and talked about ninjas on a podcast recently with a fellow ninja holder, and so that was cool. I enjoyed that. And I wanted to shout them out because they're also a YouTube channel. So give me just a second, and I'm gonna get to it. Where
I'm looking at the account that you mentioned, the real Tom Bibian, and he's got a picture of Clinton that says before runes. This is after runes. It shows the angle. This motherfucker looks like the Emperor on Star Wars and shit.
Did you send the link?
Oh, it's ruthless.
Yo, someone booked a ticket to the pool party or booked a flight.
Just for the pool party?
Just for the pool party, yeah.
That'd be funny.
Or he needs a ticket to the pool party.
Oh, he's talking about in chat or?
Yeah, in chat.
Oh, Troll Farmer, what's up? I need a ticket to the pool party. Just booked a flight during a weak moment. Awesome. Hit me up. DM me on Twitter, and I'm gonna get you taken care of.
All right, where's the link, sir?
And thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, the link. Yeah, that one. Right here. We don't have to actually watch it. I just wanted to give these guys a shout out because they're really cool.
Where did you send it? I don't.
I'm sending it in the private.
Okay.
That's awesome. That we got another ninja coming on board.
Oh yeah, he was in our weekly episode too.
So looking at this podcast, my quality was pretty good on there. So what are they doing that we're not doing?
Paying for very fast internet.
I know I'm paying the fastest I have in my area.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we just got to absolutely nerd out on trying stuff on a day that we don't have the stream, and we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. That's why we're making you the biggest though, because you're nice and clear.
There we go.
Coma's pretty clear too, though.
I am using my Logitech camera. I'm not actually using my regular Sony one, but maybe I should switch to that. We'll see. It's just so much easier using the webcam.
So yeah, I went in and I shilled runes. I mean, not shilled runes. I shilled ninjas. So that was fun. It was on their channel, which is Real Talk NFT. They have 3.46K subscribers, and yeah, it was just really cool to be able to have a whole conversation with them about ninjas. I think the big thing about them is they are multi-platform. So like they have their own podcast, and that podcast is streamed all over. So like YouTube's not really their main thing. It's just like one of their things.
Yeah.
And they have a really good setup. So they're really cool guys, really nice, and both ninja enthusiasts. The Joe, I believe, was he's the ninja holder, and then the co-host, who I cannot remember right now off the top of my head, he was talking about getting a ninja very soon.
Nice.
You need to get one, yeah. So if you're wondering why the video seems weirdly choppy, I set it at 0.25 speed, just on Chris.
Nice.
Ayo, that's slow motion of me shilling runes and thinking.
Exactly. It's like buy your runes now.
Buy Bitcoin
Satoshi Nakamoto.
No, bullish Bitcoin pizza ninjas.
Bullish Bitcoin pizza ninjas. Do you have any info on that, or is Trevor more focused on the eggs right now?
I don't know if that's going to be like. I don't know if that's going to be announced at Lisbon, or if that's going to be maybe announced afterwards. You know, we can't just like give all the goods at one time. You know.
So true, so true.
I do know that the eggs.
As you say this, should I just drop the alpha?
What?
Yeah, Trevor was just baiting people by doing an announcement about an announcement, because that's how you actually do it.
Exactly.
You do the announcement.
We do. So yeah, I think the eggs are going to be like, we're going to get the final details in Lisbon. So I'll have to like, message you guys and kind of keep you in the loop.
This is sick.
And then that is sick. Then the bullish Bitcoin pizza ninjas. Yeah,
Trevor's gonna be like, check your eggs first wallet.
Going to the bouncing Pepe. Like he knew how to animate.
These are some good ones.
They are. So if the Pizza Ninjas account wins the giveaway, I wonder if I get that ninja.
Nice. Yeah, that's totally fair.
Dang, there's some fire ones. I didn't even, because I guess they're not selling it, so I don't see it. But look at these two look crazy.
Yeah, I knew somebody who owned that left one, or at least one that looked very close to it.
Sometimes if you just stalk Trevor's accounts or like his posts, you could get like some hints on what could happen.
He's the type that would leave just like a tidbit in like every so post, and you have to like decrypt it,
collect the Easter egg.
Yeah, collect the Easter eggs until you have like the final package.
I didn't even know he was on Unchained. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Bullish Bitcoin Pizza Ninjas. Like we got a lot in store. Trevor's all over the place. Gonna have our own successful conference. Despite a massive pullback in the market, we're still thriving. So feels good, man. Feels good.
That's right.
We need more energy. Let's go. Well, what are you gonna talk about in Lisbon? Can you give us any hints?
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can. So I'm just going to be moderating. So I'll basically be a host of a panel. And I know that one of the main topics of the panel is going to be gaming. So, I'm going to keep everybody in line, make sure that they're, being respectful and smart, and not dummies. No, I'm just going to keep it, I'll probably do like prompting questions and stuff. So it's stuff I'm very used to, is just being a host of a panel. So it's going to be no difference whether I'm on a stage or in front of my camera.
Makes sense.
How do we get ninjas into the video games? Like, can I just run around as like a flat 2D ninja in Nifty Island or something? Like,
yeah. That's something I want to happen too.
Like super completely flat, but then like a little butt, like a little
like a CryptoPunk ninja. Yeah. I'll run that past and see. We'll have to min them first, so like we'll have to launch another 1,500 supply, but just like of our ninjas, like our exact ones, but they're gonna be flat with little butts.
It'll work.
I do want to. All jokes aside, I do want to get our assets in games, and I think that'd be really cool. And that's we could like play on stream together, and like on the stream, and like we could have like community incentives for like airdrops and farming and all that, like in the game. Like,
dude, I hung out one time with King Arf prior to his lord name, and I was literally, by the end of hanging out with this dude for like 45 minutes, like, I want to buy a seal. because that's what they were doing. They were going and playing in Nifty Island, and it was dude, that was a very strong like pull to like, oh, let's do this. So I mean, it's jokes and stuff, but it's pretty real. Like, people are doing cool stuff, and you're able to farm and like make moves while you're hanging out with the homies. Like, it's not a bad look.
I have a seal. It's good stuff. I love my seal. But yeah, they did really good at farming Nifty Island. But with all that being said, we are at the hour. Thanks everybody for watching. It's every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We will be out next Tuesday. I'll be in Lisbon. Chris will be in Austin. Koma will be in South Korea. And so none of us are going to be here. So we can't run a show without us. So we'll be here the Tuesday after that. If we got somebody in this show in the pool party, if you're a ninja and you want in the pool party, let me know. If you need tickets for Lisbon, we are at capacity. If you're a ninja or if you're a sponsor or something you need to get taken care of, let me know. I'll take care of you. Flight leaves this week. Looking forward to meeting a lot of you in person. And thanks for tuning in to our show. We'll see you guys next week, or